Hello. Good morning, my dear children. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ashika, and I'm very much excited to be a computer science teacher. I know you all are enjoying your virtual class with your favorite teachers. In computer science, this week we are going to learn about a storage and memory device. In today's class, I'm going to teach you what is data and information. Are you all excited about today's class? Yes, I know. Come, let's go. Stay tuned for the class video. Thank you, my dear children.
Today in this video, I'm going to explain you the difference between data and information. Most of the people are confused between the terms data and information and use it interchangeably. But don't you think we must use it appropriately? In the final session of this video, we have lots of interesting facts regarding data and information. So please guys, watch it till the end. Now let's get started. So, what is data? Data is a raw, unanalyzed, unorganized, unrelated, and uninterrupted entity. It can be understood as the facts that relates or specifies the existence of something. But it is hard to understand the raw data as it do not have any context, hence no meaning. It is derived from the Latin word datum, which means something given. So anything that is considered as the input for a data processing system, like any device, human brain, software, anything, is the data, which is further processed and stored as information. That adds a meaning to the data. If we understand the data in the reverse order, it is the information which has been converted in more raw form to transfer it in a convenient way. Data can exist in multiple forms such as numbers, letters, set of characters, images, graphics, etc. However, a computer, an electronic device, works on the binary language and transfer data in the stream of bits, that is, streams of zeros and ones. So the measuring units for the data are bits, nibble, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, etc., which we will further discuss in the next slide. Everything has a specific lifetime. For example, the data concerning a traditional technology will get less valuable when it is replaced by a new technology. So, data deteriorates as time passes. The following chart shows the various units of data and their conversion. These are the various units, size of the units in bytes, and this is the decimal equivalent of the units. Now, what is an information? Processed data is information which is accurate, systematic, understandable, relevant, and timely. It is derived from the French verb informare, which means to inform. Information comes from the processing of data. People or computers can find patterns in data, which gives them information, and it enhances their knowledge about the subject. Information adds meaning to the data. Information is critical in sense. Now what does it mean here? Let's take an example to understand this. If someone gets your social account details such as user ID and password, he or she could use it negatively by posting offensive stuff in social media, which could harm your reputation. But if he or she just get some data such as some digits of your password, they cannot be able to use it. So these types of information must be confidential. This is the reason various encoding techniques and encryption is used for transferring and storing the information. It comes in the second level of intelligence hierarchy, which we'll discuss further. Raw data is relative because data processing often occurs in stages. So the processed data from one stage can be the raw data for the next stage of processing. Now we have taken an example of some numbers. The shown set of numbers is data, but it describes nothing because there is no context. We do not know whether it is the cost of some product, salary of a person, or the rent of a house. It could be anything. It does not add any knowledge to these numbers. Now, does it make any sense? Yes. If it is the sales of some product which is increased month by month, as you can see here, this is information. So information informs you of something you did not already know, or it is presented in a way that has meaning and is useful. So information is the data which has been processed, converted to provide a meaning, organized in some way. Now let's discuss the stages of processing the data. There are 4 stages of processing the data. First, input. Input is the data that is inserted into the information system. The second stage is data processing, in which the data is changed and manipulated in the information system. Third stage is output, which is the result generated from the information system after processing the data. And the last stage of the processing is storage, in which the data and the information is stored in the storage devices. There is a grade or quality is associated with the information, where some information has better grade than the other information. To decide the reliability of the information, you need to measure its quality, which can be done in 4 ways. Firstly, you can examine how much accurate is your information, how easily it can be interpreted, what is its relevance, and whether it is updated or not. So guys, here we have used a comparison chart to represent the significant differences between data and information. Data is unrefined facts and figures which is utilized as input for the computer system, whereas information is the output of the processed data. Data is an individual unit which contains raw material and does not carry any meaning. On the other hand, information is the product and group of data which collectively carry a logical meaning. Data is based on records and observation, as against information is based on analysis. Data is vague, while information is specific. Data doesn't depend on information. In contrast, information relies on data. Data is measured in bits and bytes. Conversely, information is measured in meaningful units like time, quantity, etc. Data is not arranged in any specific order, whereas information is properly organized data. There is no guarantee of the utilization of data. On the contrary, information is valuable and can be utilized.
Your father bought groceries from supermarket and gave it to your mother to make a yummy cake. The instructions given to your mother is to make a chocolate cake. In this example, ingredients can be considered as data and chocolate cake can be considered as information. The raw ingredients have been baked and converted into a cake. Your mother bought uniform material from the shop and gave it to the tailor to stitch a shirt and pant. Cloth can be considered as data and shirt and pant can be considered as information. The cloth in its raw form is not useful until it gets converted into some dress. Hey children, I hope you understood the difference between data and information. Let's do a small activity on birthday month. How many of you know your family member's birthday date? Here is an activity on birthday month. I have prepared a bar graph for birthday month. I want you to collect your family member's birthday date and prepare a bar graph. I have framed few questions depending upon the date I have collected. You can frame your own questions and create a bar graph. Hello, I hope you all enjoyed today's class. I want you to prepare a bar graph and send it back to the group. Thank you, my dear children.